Hello YouTube! This is Sabrina from Sam.The Soaps, and I have Sam here with me today. Hello Sam.
Hello.
We're going to make Castile Soap. We talked decided a while ago, James, that we wanted to make a regular Castile Soap and then let it sit for the full year. Just put it in the back. So I thought that I would do that today. So I already have my olive oil. I already have my lye. All I need is my thingy. Why do I never have my thingy?
You don't have your thingy, Sabrina.
Alright, and we have our glasses and our gloves and our aprons.
Safety first.
Safety first, man.
Safety first, man.
Party on, Wayne. Party on.
Good.
I think there's still some glitter in here, actually. I see. It's supposed to be just Castile, but it's going to be like glittery Castile. Okay, so I'm going to pour this away from Sam. It's kind of, lye water's kind of thick. It's not a thin, splashy type of water, I don't think, anyways, and I also always filter out the chunks. So we're just stirring. Now, I always work with a Castile recipe, so it's always like it's almost like 72% olive oil. So and it takes a long time to set that soap to set up, so I have a feeling this soap is going to take a long time too. Would you like to do this part, Sam? You want to buzz it. And then you stir, and then you buzz, and then you stir, and you buzz it. See, yeah, it starts to turn. Yeah, it starts to turn like a pudding. And this is when it starts to, when it becomes emulsified. It's called trace. Like when you trace a picture. And the thicker the trace is, the more into the saponification process the soap is. Now, because this is just regular Castile, it has no water, or no extra scents, no colors. We want to get it fairly thick, because why the hell not? Alright. Are you having fun?
I am. I do enjoy this.
Yeah.
Oddly therapeutic to all you.
So you can hold it. Hold this
Oh, yeah, I'm doing this. It's actually incredibly easy to do.
It is.
Makes me want to try it at home.
You can.
To all you at home.
You just have to be safe with your oils, that's all. You know, keep the little kids and pets away while you do it. And wear your goggles and but when you start playing with the colors and the scents, like, it's addicting.
Yeah, oh, I can imagine why. And
So-
then watching it come together and then seeing that you can take it further.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes, and what can you try next time?
You want to always one up yourself.
For sure.
For sure.
And then the online community, yeah, it's for sure, it's true. And then the online community, you just push each other further and further.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and do better and better every time.
Amen, sister.
So what we're doing here is we're mixing it really fast without actually adding air, because we don't want to put bubbles in it. We don't want to put air in it, so we're not whipping it like whipped cream. We're stirring it real fast. Yeah. My regular soap is quite white, so I am anxious to see how white this soap is going to be.
It looks almost like,
Oop.
whoop, oh, that's not what you want, kids.
Yeah.
Nope, bubbles, nope, none of that.
Just keep it straight up and down.
Alright then. Oh, bubbles.
Yeah, that's alright. They'll stir it out. Awesome, isn't it? So this is where I would normally stop and add the colors and all that, because it's really thin and you can get some really good swirl and stuff. But what if we're just putting it all in one color, then we want it to be fairly thick. Because why not?
I feel you.
And this is what I do, Sam. See, Sam is important because she actually helps people. Me, I play with soap. You know what I mean?
You are absolutely giving to society, so don't even worry about that, sister.
Me, I don't know. I just get to play.
It's amazing. You have the right idea. So yeah.
As you can see, it's starting to thick it up. Give it some longer bursts now, for sure. Like,
Okay.
buzz the crap out of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, to the left. And a little higher up.
Oh. A little frisky over here. X-rated version.
It is.
Oh.
I love that texture. It's like thick cream now.
It is, yeah, it is. It would coat the back of the skin. I would say is what it is.
Yes. I think you want a little thicker than that. I should take the camera down and like, you could do like an expose. Okay guys, I'm stopping ya. So you get to see the creamy action.
All the creamy goodness.
All the creamy goodness. So again, this is Castile Soap. It is 100% olive oil. No fragrance, no color. Woo-wee! Let's stir them out, yeah. Oh, it's getting into nice consistency though. Now, I usually work at room temperature oils, but because this is, well, because it is what it is, I wanted it to thicken faster. So we're working at about 25 degrees, which is slightly above room temperature. We're watching Sam make soap for the first time. It is fun. Now, the bummer is when you're working with the really delicious scents though, you want to lick the spoon and you can't.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
This. And I can't.
No, it would not be
Not
good.
taste good or be good for you.
How they put that on South Park, you'd not have a good time. You won't have a good time.
No. Hate yourself out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
I think you didn't like drinking that tequila one night.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Drink a little of the soap.
Them tequila nights. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah, that's exactly how that should stay.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
As it should. The saying isn't too far off.
It's just taking its time. Darn bubbles. When you pour it in, you always smack the mold down too, so if there is any, they will, yep, you'll get them out. It was taking a long time. As you saw when I made that banana soap, it was fast. Yeah. And that's, I think, because of all the hard oils. Olive oil is like sometimes when I'm making a soap, it takes a long time to set up. Dun 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 dun. I've got ABBA. Oops. ABBA in my head. I've had ABBA in my head for like 3 months. Yeah, exactly. I've been whistling it. Could you imagine? I don't remember. I'm overzealous. Is it getting thick yet? It is. Buzz it. 10-4. 10-4, yeah. Give it some stiff stirring. Oh, you got it. Only kind of stirring I did. It needs to be well stirred. Dun, dun, dun. And there's my 1970s Osterizer blender in the background. Oh, yeah. What's that thing? Okay, I found on the bottom. I found it's made in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's still running. It's 50 years old. No, it's like 40 years old.
That's amazing.
I know. I make
That shit up for me.
make smoothies in it every day. They're beautiful sauce. Blend up and get thick like pudding now. It's really
Gotta juice it.
taking its time.
I'll show you the boss.
Well, I was wondering, yeah,
The bear shit.
for sure. I was wondering how long it would take. Let me know when the blender starts getting warm.
No. It's starting, yeah, I can feel it's starting to warm, but this is starting to get a little bit.
Yes. We want it to be almost, yeah, we want it to be almost like a custard, I think.
Yeah.
Then we will leave it.
We're getting there. See?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Roger that.
Not piping consistency, thank God, or this would take forever.
Fuck knuckles.
Forever. What the hell? Lovely lusciousness. Woo-wee! Pudding. Nice. And then I'm gonna cut it up and put it on a shelf and come back in a year. That is it crazy. It's hard to stand here this long. Holy
Oh,
doodle.
let's get into it.
Your foot's getting itchy. That means something, like you're gonna walk on strange ground. That's what that means.
Really?
Yeah. It's not bad. It just means you're gonna go somewhere that you've never been before.
Oh,
That's cool.
interesting. Okay. Alright then.
It's true.
I'll take it.
It's true. Just like when your nose is itchy, you're gonna kiss a fool.
Nose was itchy earlier. Wasn't playing me.
Sure you find a fool somewhere. Peppy's pretty much a fool. Gotta find you a better fool than that. Ooh, this is really nice and thickening up. What's it feel like? Oh, it is fairly warm. Now imagine, oh yeah, that's nice. It's getting nice and thick. Imagine back in the days though, like of our grandmothers, where they would have to stand there with a spoon.
No.
All freaking day.
Yeah, it goes off to those ladies.
Oh my gosh.
And then after that, they would cook the soap. And then they'd hope that they cooked it long enough to get all the lye out of it. Woo! Did it scare you?
It jumped like a...
Whee!
It's keeping me on my toes. Alright.
What do you think?
Go sleeping behind the wheel. What? Weird, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be thick enough to pour. Alright,
Alright.
so you can separate the top from the bottom of the blender thing. And then that way you can scrape it off.
This one where...
Leave the bad boy right there. Look at, I'm making Sam do all the work.
That's okay. That's okay. Except I'm doing it like a doofus. Now I put my thinking cap on at some point today.
Remember, don't lick the spoon.
Well, shucks.
Don't lick it. Give it a good smack. Yeah. Show it who's boss. Okay. Then you could stand that in there. And that, you're gonna need that
Oh, for...
to pour into there. Yeah. And Sam is an expert soap maker already.
That's how I do. Oops.
We could see I used the recycle bin to hold my camera up. We're kind of filming from the opposite direction.
Oh yeah, you can see the...
See my background,
Yeah.
my behind the scenes.
I spilled a little bit.
You spilled a little bit. Woohoo! Yep. And then I throw down a cloth. And that way when I give it a smack down, got it here. Woo!
I have none of that now. Thank you. Much
And you can clean your hands up.
appreciated.
And then I just pick it up by its bolts. It's got nuts and bolts.
Oh, this is the last.
Oh my gosh, I lost my
I was like,
elastic.
what's happening over here?
It broke.
Shit's coming at me. Thank God for the goggles, man.
Whee! We're losing it over here. Okay, put it on the cloth and give it a good smack down here.
All right then.
And we'll find a new elastic for it. And that'll force up any bubbles. I think it's good. Yeah, we got some. All right. Okay, so at this point, we've finished making la batch. La batch. I will come back later, I think later, and I'll add a bit of a spoon top to this. But for now, thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Bye.
World.
Hello. We're back. Oh, I shouldn't have done that with a wet cloth, darn it. Okay, so we're back for the cutting of the Castile Soap that I made with Sam the other day. It has been a couple of days since we made it, and that's because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be fully like solid because, well, actually it is. So anyways, I'm going to give it a cut. Now, I went back and I talked to James about what his plan was, that he wanted this particular kind of soap made. And basically what we're going to do is to include it in it as a regular soap. We're going to make a batch of this every month. And a batch this big, and wow, is it ever going to have to get cleaned up. But a batch this big is 9 bars. So we're going to make one of these a month, and then eventually we'll have a repertoire of them. But we are going to cure them for the first, for the full year. So, holy crumbly around the edges. Okay. Definitely gonna need a lot of cleaning up. And I wanted this bar to look different from because it is creamy looking, just like my Castile Soap. Or my Bastille, I should say. This is the Castile. So I wanted it to look different, so I think we're going to use the straight knife for this. Yes. This is a small knife to use, short in that it's actually really hard. I did use the, oops. Snapped right off there. I did use the water reduction. It is a little crumbly around the sides. Is this really going to take a year to cure? I don't know. That's what it says. That is what is said about this soap. It takes a year. It's definitely luscious looking. And I left it uncolored. I left it unscented. It was just pure olive oil. Just bare naked. Now this is where I really wish that I had a stamp. have some raised letters from my scrapbooking days. And I think I might, even if I can just find like a capital C. Now this is really hard, so it's forcing my blade. See, I waited to cut it. It's only been like 2 days, but I waited to cut it just because I didn't want it to be too soft. And now it's like the complete opposite. It's okay. Go with it. Go with it. Thank God I built like a brick shit house. So the weather has been very nice for this past week. As you can tell, I'm wearing a t-shirt. Oh, it's so wonderful. But I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm in the house. This is not talking outside in flip-flops like some people. Look, I went shopping yesterday and I wore my boots and I wore my coat and I had a scarf that I ended up putting the scarf away. But, okay. All right, so note to self, people, this recipe is really simple. 100% olive oil. Put through the soap calculator at 66 to 33% our ratio for water to lye, and then sat for 2 days before I cut it, which was a big mistake. I should have cut it with like as normal. Beyond that, yeah, that's the recipe, and boy, is it ever stiff. And seriously, like that's gonna take a year to cure so that it's not like snotty. My hands are dirty. But yeah, apparently Castile soap, if it's not cured long enough, it gets a snotty texture. And look at that, it's like cream. All right. So you know the routine. Let me take you down and I'll show you. Give me a second. Okay. I did take a minute to actually give these guys a bit of a cleanup. They were definitely solid enough to want to get that done before the cure versus after, because they're kind of crumbly, and that's probably due to the water reduction, but they are creamy and delicious even in their bare nakedness, because they're not my bare naked, but may as well be. So in 1 month I'm going to make another batch of these, and in 1 month after that, again and again, until 1 year has passed, and then I'll release this batch. So away to the curing rack it goes. My first batch of Castile soap. Pretty solid. Love it. Gorgeous. Castile. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.